Eto na, ang pinakahihintay ng mamamayan. This is Run for Your Life by Shinichilaaaabs. We're gonna talk about it today. Let's go. Bago natin simulan ng video, of course, ang ating disclaimers. This is BookTube. BookTube is a subculture community dito sa YouTube kung saan ang mga mambabasa ay nagre-react tungkol doon sa mga libro na kanilang binasa. If you are the writer, if you are Shinichilaaaabs or someone from Shinichilaaaabs community of readers, this video is not meant to hate, humiliate, berate, or cause tea or drama sa'yo at sa community mo. We're not here for that. I'm not here for that. I'm just simply reacting dito sa libro na nabasa ko. At dahil tapos na tayo sa disclaimer, let's go. Alam nyo, sa totoo lang, ever since sinabi ko na babasahin ko tong libro na to, ang dami nyo na nagsasabi, oh my God, waiting for this. Especially this one. Talagang natuwa ako at the same time, parang, naghihintay kayo. Parang, oh, I'm so touched. Anyway, sige, simulan na natin to. So, for this one, I looked up yung story ni Shinichilaaaabs na Run for Your Life sa Wattpad page niya. Actually, ito, sa Wattpad account niya. And it's still available. Pero, if you don't want to just read it online sa Wattpad website and sa app, you can also read it in book form. So, ito, dalawang libro to actually. This is Run for Your Life 1. This is Run for Your Life 2, book 2. So, actually, magkaiba sila ng nipis, as you can see. Mas makapal to kaysa dito. So, eto, tapos na natin yung book 1. So, this book is published by Psycom in 2018. So, medyo may katagalan na siya. Pero, the most important part about that specific date or year is, ibig sabihin nun, mas matagal si writer. I mean, mas matagal nang naisulat ni writer ito kaysa doon sa publishing year niya, I suppose. So, dahil doon, we will forgive the writer kung meron siyang mga grammar, mga ideology that we are not, into. Alam niyo yun? Mga ganon. So, I'm sure, hindi naman meant ni writer na isulat yon during that time. It's just that 2018, 2017 was a longer passing year. And a lot of things happened in that year. So, this book, ang size nito ay 5 by 8 inches. So, medyo, pretty average size ng libro. Nabili ko yung Run for Your Life 1 and 2 in a book bundle sa mismong Shopee page ng Psycom. I got them for 445 pesos and in-order ko sila nung December 17. Dumating sila ng December 22. So, that's like 5 days. As you can see, nabebend natin siya. Ibig sabihin, this is in paperback form. Yung language nitong story niya ay written in Taglish. So, Tagalog-English. At since nakikita nyo yan, makapal siya, actually, 480 pages I believe this is the first metafiction book na nabasa ko from Wattpad. So, that's really interesting. If you don't know what metafiction is, ito yon. Metafiction is a form of postmodernism literature kung saan yung writer or yung writing niya, they call on yung mga dialogues or events or scenes dito sa story na to. In a way, it's kind of like satire. Yun, best description. This is a satire book, metafiction satire, and dystopian. So, it's very interesting. I feel like sobrang cool nitong writer na to for being satire sa sarili niyang story na ganito kakapal. Aware kasi yung writer, as well as the characters, na there are times na cringy yung mga dialogues nila and yung mga situations itong characters na to. So, yung mismong character, kino-call out nila yung sarili nila habang binabasa natin yung story. So that's a little bit of satire and metafiction all at the same time. I don't know. For me, it's fun to see a character fourth wall break. Now, the style of narration for Run for Your Life is a first-person POV. So yung main character natin dito, siya yung nababasa natin ng mga inner monologues. First-person POV. Now, I'm going to read for you the summary of the story. We all have something to run for. Gender discrimination, oppression, wealth hierarchy, those were few of the things that Sonny Gallego wants to abolish when she decided to enter the academy. Life was never easy when she met the Grande cousins, who holds the highest elite position in the whole capital. Everything was a roller coaster ride, especially when she discovered some things that truly shocked her. The truth is more shattering than anyone could imagine. In a world where population is increasing rapidly, women and the poor are oppressed, and those in the position are abusing their power, all you can do is run for your life. So yon, may ganun siyang level of dystopian, okay? Sa totoo lang, yung mga dinidiscuss dito is very relevant even now in 2023. So, okay, now let's talk about the characters. So, si Sonia or si Sunny Gallego, she is from the 3rd Ward. So, si Sunny, she's got that positive outlook in life despite living in a dystopian world. So, she questions the existing social political issues sa capital, particularly yung pagka-Orwellian society ng capital. This is Orwellian society. When you say Orwellian society, ito yung parang you have kings and queens, you have someone at the top, tapos the rest just follows. And they always feel trapped and determined to escape itong Orwellian society or itong dystopian society and community sa capital. She helps the readers understand yung dichotomy between the good and the bad in living sa ganitong klase ng dystopian society. Kasi of course, there's always a good and the bad. Lalo na kapag nasa Orwellian society tayo and dystopia. So, there's a lot of shit going on dito sa story na to. And she's the one leading us to one part of the story. Most of the time, kaya ganito kakapal tong libro na to kasi irresponsible ang ating main character. What do I mean by that? She constantly blames people for her mishaps in life. Kunyari, magkakamali siya sa pag-enter ng face-off or pagko-call out ng face-off. Tapos, mamaya may tutulong sa kanya. Tapos, i-blame niya yung tao na yon for her mistake. Like, girl, that's not main character energy. Pero, that's okay kasi wala namang character ang perfect. And like I said, keep in mind, this book is a satire book. So, we will forgive that. We will forgive the flaws. Like I said earlier, she's quite a positive thinker, pero at the same time, I'm gonna call that out kasi that's toxic positivity most of the time. Kaya madami siyang problema sa buhay. Pero kasi, if you actually think about it, if you are living in a dystopian society, like really that bad of a dystopian society, you will start to think positively at some point. Kasi parang ayaw mo na puro bad things na lang yung iisipin mo, di ba? Minsan lang, nakakatawa kasi, so at some point, she fools herself that she is the one who's going to liberate women in the society or the capital. Okay, there's nothing wrong with dreaming big for yourself. Pero girl, at some point, you're gonna have to tone that down. Kasi katulad nun, si Sunny, she's well aware that she's not all that. She is well aware na she's average. She knows that she is intellectually deprived. What do I mean by that? Girl, she literally scored 51 over 100 item test. Pasang-awa. I'm starting to think, nung binabasa ko yung part na yun sa story na to, I'm starting to think that maybe she's just lucky na nakapasok siya. Kasi when I was reading the rest of her adventures dito sa book na to, so far I haven't seen any point of intelligence coming from her. Sure, sinasabi niya na, oh, I'm doing this research and all that. Girl, ikaw na mismo nagsasabi palagi na, paano ko ba to ginagawa? Paano ba to? Basta, alam niyo yun, it's so, we will talk about it sooner or later, pero ayun nga, it's so weird that she thinks of herself that she's going to save and liberate women. Also, another thing about Sunny is that she's got that impulsive act going on. Ayun pa, no accountability whatsoever. Palagi nga niyang sinisisi yung ibang tao sa mga problema niya sa buhay kaysa siya. Gusto ko yung part na nakapag-usap na sila nung brother niya si Jean-Claude. They were in the academy and he was calling on her shit. Hindi ko nasasabihin kung ano talaga yung nangyari. Pero, he was calling out his little sister dun sa ginawa niyang kalokohan. And at the same time, si Jean-Claude, he's just being a total professional. Diba? Kasi he's an adult and all that. And people are actually relying on him. Whereas itong si Sunny, I feel like nag-e-explore lang siya. So, I feel like I'm with Jean-Claude here. I don't know, hindi pa natin alam kasi hindi ko pa nababasa yung book 2. She calls herself a feminist at the expense of other women, particularly yung mga babae sa third ward. She blatantly calls other women from her ward nagpapaalipin sa sistema dahil may asawa sila at may anak. Yung pagiging feminist, that's not it. Just because you don't have a partner or anyone with you does not mean that you're a feminist on your own right. By the way, think about it logically. Si Sunny, she's calling her own mother nagpapaalipin sa sistema or a slave to the system dahil, di ba, kasal sila nung tatay niya and pinanganak niya si Sunny. So, Sunny, are you calling your own mom a slave? Yung mga ganun yung dialogue, mababasa nyo sa page 241 at saka sa 183. Nandun lang yun, somewhere there. Pero, another thing that I find good about Sunny's character is she's very loyal. And once she believes in something, she will do anything para matulungan ka niya. So, that is one of the most admirable traits that I find dito sa character ni Sunny. I don't know if you follow me on any of my social media, pero recently, I posted this screen cap here from YouTube. Merong nag-comment nito sa community part ko dito sa YouTube. And it got me thinking, like, aware ang mga writers natin na sometimes they use really weird or unique names para sa mga characters nila. So, what's the hate? I'm pretty sure, lalo na dito for this story, yung writer nito, si Shinichilaaaabs, yung names ng characters niya dito, si Triangle, si Trench, who's the other kid, si Polygon, they have really weird names. And dun sa community page ko, dun sa Facebook page, pinost ko din to. Tapos madaming, merong mga nag-reply na, oh ate, meron talaga mga Wattpad stories na weird yung mga names, so on and so forth. So, wala lang, naalala ko lang din for this one na, yeah, nung una kong binasa tong story na to, I cannot take Triangle or their characters seriously. Kasi, I mean, how are you going to bully someone when your fucking name is Triangle? I'd bully you! Okay, so pag-usapan na natin tong character na to. Ngayon, si Triangle, part siya ng first ward, so rich siya. Dahil isa siyang anak ng isa sa mga ruling individuals or personalities na nasa first ward or sa capital. This character, this male character, is also very impulsive, very insecure, very misogynistic and narcissistic bully, and he is a classic example of toxic masculinity. You can say na his whole character is the movie personality of Draco Malfoy. Hindi yung books, yung movie personality ni Draco Malfoy. The nerve of this character to dwell on being a toxic masculine when hindi nga siya marunong ng basic fashion. Okay? He has a poor sense of fashion which kinall out din itong writer na to dito. It was on page 22 nung first time nila nag-meet ni Sunny sa train. It's really funny kasi, you know, meron siyang poor sense of fashion pero still, people look up to him like he's all that. Then again, this is dystopian literature, so maybe ganun kababa yung bar sa capital? I have no idea. I mean, seriously, man's really dressed up in an Italian suit with a necktie tapos a-attend siya ng school na butas yung pantalon niya. I mean, yung sa knees niya, may butas, what do you call that? Distressed pants. At naka-rubber shoes siya with a spiky hair. In this channel, we will not accept piercing slander and tattoo slander dahil, for your information, lalo na sa Philippine culture, if you have a tattoo, you are deemed as one of the most beautiful or, alam mo yung part ka ng higher class, top class, so parang ganon. So, Yon. And when you have piercing, it's the same as that. Okay? You are respectable. So we will not accept tattoo and piercing slander. Okay? Pero my God, there has to be a limit. Ito lang talagang character na to. Meron siyang fashion abomination that I feel like must be discussed in this channel. Apart from the pangit na ugali, pangit pa ang fashion niya. And still, people think, or the characters in this story think that he's all that. He's not. Kasi kung makakita ako sa first word ng ganun ng itsura, I would bully that character. And I'd be like, taga first word ka, wala kang sense of fashion. Wala ka bang mga fashion assistant or whatever. Ew, don't talk to me. Plus, don't talk to me and don't come bullying me kung ang pangalan mo ay Triangle. Ew. Triangle! Alam niyo ba, pagdating ko dun sa page kung saan pinakita yung ID nitong character na to, natawa talaga ako kasi Triangle! 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 What? So no, we will not accept bullying from characters na ang pangalan ay Triangle. Pangit na nga yung ugali mo, pangit pa ng pangalan mo. See, kaya siya satire kasi I cannot take this seriously as well as the writer. Sabi ng writer dito, you know what? I'm gonna name my character, my main guy character with a ridiculous name because we are not taking this shit seriously. So I strongly believe that this writer is fucking cool. Okay. Next. Like I said, there is nepotism in this story, okay? Yung next na character natin is yung cousin nitong si Triangle. I'm sorry, I really can't take this guy seriously. Yung next character na pag-uusapan natin ay si Trench. Mas gusto ko si Trench kesa kay Triangle, para kay Sonyak or kay Sunny. Kasi at least si Trench, although he's a very distant character, at least siya responsible. Diba? In a way, he's pretty responsible. He is from the first ward and anak din siya ng isa sa mga ruling members ng society sa capital. So, the guy is loaded. He's calm, cool, collected at, he's Trench. Si Trench, ang focus niya sa academy ay biotechnology. So, alam nating matalino siya and we love a nerdy, cool character. We love that kind of stuff in this channel. He's not too shady, per se. Meron lang siyang mga secrets na hindi pa masyadong nare-reveal. Kasi I'm wondering throughout the story, like, kasi parang freshmen pa lang sila and yet people are reliant or relying too much on Trench to discover things biotech-wise. So, I wanna know what's up with this character. At saka isa siya dun sa mga tagalinis ng kalat ni Sunny. Sa totoo lang. Kaya he's very handy. Pero, they're just hinting na he's got a thing for Sunny. Parang ganon. Which, for me, mas gusto ko talaga siya kaysa kay Triangle. Kasi, we don't like toxic masculine characters for our main character. We don't want that in this channel. Okay, yung next character naman natin ay isa pa rin sa mga cousins, which is si Polygon. We will not talk about it. We will not talk about it. Pero, ang tawag niya sa sarili niya ay Gun. So, we're gonna talk about Gun. Siya yung twin ni Triangle. So, magkamukha sila. Pero, mas friends siya with our MC or yung main character natin na si Sunny. He has a memory problem. I'm not going to spoil that. And as usual, isa siyang helping character para sa ating main character. Hindi ko babanggitin lahat ng characters dito sa libro na to kasi as you can see, makapal siya and madami siyang characters. So, let's just focus on the important characters here. Okay? So, another important character which needs to be discussed is yung kuya ni Sunny na si Jean-Claude. So, part siya nung mga royals or yung mga mauutak or pinakamagagaling na student sa academy. Pero, he's quite distant as a sibling kay Sonia. At saka yun nga, sobrang focus nitong kuya na to sa pagre-resolba ng problema sa capital. So you can't really blame him for the distance sa kanyang sibling. We still don't know what happened sa kanila. Why did he end up like having a cold shoulder kay Sonia? Kasi merong mga memories throughout this book si Sonia na inaalagaan siya ni Jean-Claude. Pero for some reason, you know, responsibilities, I guess. We'll never know. Maybe mababasa natin sa next book. Okay, and then the last one will be si Brenda Morin. So, siya yung lead researcher para dun sa food, meat production and replication for the capital. I know, mga freshman pa lang sila pero ganito naka-heavy yung responsibilities nila. Kasi nga, lahat ng nag-aaral sa academy, they are the best of the best. Mga genius, mga genii. Ganun sila. Pero ayun nga, si Sunny, alam nyo, I cannot defend talaga yung character logic for Sunny. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, for this character, si Brenda, merong unresolved secret pa yung character niya and her family when it comes to the problems dito sa story na to. So, I'm still going to read the second book and I'm really interested what happens dun sa second book. Kasi, yun nga, mga introduction pa lang to ng problems and characters sa story eh. Pretty much, parang ganon. Now, let's talk about the problems dito sa libro na to. Well, not really the problems. What I meant is yung problems dito or issues dito sa story na to, not the book itself. So, number one is, of course, yung inequality or yung classism na tinatawag natin. Kasi nga, di ba, nakatira sila per ward. So, ward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 being the poorest of the poor, first being, you know, the richest or the 1%. Parang ganon. The government is not trying to solve that kasi, yun nga, lahat ng nasa government na, you know, benefiting from the classism of this dystopian society, lahat sila nandun sa first ward. So, in a way, if you're not fully affected dun sa problem of overpopulation, dun sa poverty, what else, yung pagkagutom ng mga tao, if you're from first ward, wala kang pakialam dun kasi you don't experience that. You're fine on your own. You're fine with your family. Pero, pag nasa fifth ward ka na, third to fifth ward, iba ang usapan. Next is yung sexism or yung misogynistic society. So, dito nga sa story na to, if you're a female, you're kind of looked down by the male supervisors or yung mga nasa first ward. They don't believe in the strength and abilities of some females, particularly dun sa mga nasa lower wards. Again, if you're from the first ward, means you've got money, you've got education, you've got security, ika nga nila. So, yung mga babae from the lower wards, sila mostly yung apektado dito sa sexism na to. Eto! Slavery or wage slavery. When you say wage slavery, ito yung pinapagtrabaho kayo ng mga employers nyo habang sila nakatambay lang and they are getting all of the profit. Samantalang ikaw ay naghihirap ka and you are just living enough. Yun eh. You are living enough. You are exerting so much effort para lang maging comfortable ka sa pamumuhay mo sa isang ward. Habang yung mga nasa first ward, they are living it big, you know? Think Versailles. Alam nyo ba yun? Versailles? This Versailles, we will talk about my ancestors. First of all, let's talk about Versailles. So, itong Versailles, it's actually a place. It's a grand palace made by people para sa kanilang French king. If you are aware of Marie Antoinette, siya yung queen, you know, she's got opulent stuff, all of the shebang, she's got the dresses, the jewelries, all that stuff. Anyway, she's not the focus here. Ang focus here is yung poverty and overpopulation during that time na hindi sinosolusyonan ng French government or yung royals. I say we can compare Versailles or the French Revolution dito sa story na to kasi nga, yun nga, they have the same problem, they have the same issues. Meron silang mga 1% habang the rest of the people are suffering Ito overpopulation. So, of course, overpopulation when it comes to the poorest of the poor. Wala kasing specific statistics na minention dito sa libro na to kung gaano ba talaga karami yung mga nasa 5th ward as against dun sa mga nasa 1st ward. So, I'm just assuming na since mahirap sila or yun nga, yung mga nagtatrabaho talaga, yung mga nasa working sector, I'm just gonna say this, I'm guessing na nasa 3rd to 5th ward. So, nandun mismo yung focus ng overpopulation. But when you're in the 2nd to 1st ward, hindi kayo ganun kadami. Next is yung issue of animal cruelty. So, may problem din kasi dito when it comes to food production. Okay? Isa din yun doon sa mga tinatry i-solve nitong mga characters na to is how can they help the society be able to have more meat or more food para sa mga tao. Dahil kailangan nilang magkaroon ng mga tests, mga test run, ganun. They are practicing or, using animals, different kinds of species, to test out their research. So, if you are sensitive when it comes to that sort of topic, you might want to reconsider reading this kasi it is very prevalent dito sa libro na to. Meron tayong bagong gagawin. From here on out, ganito na yung magiging system natin, okay? Yung rating system natin sa mga stories na babasahin natin. Every time na magbabasa ako ng libro, yung mga characters dito, ang gagawin nating rating. For this one, if I say trench, ibig sabihin nun, mataas ang rating ko. If I say gun or polygon, ibig sabihin nun, nasa 50-50 yung rating ko. Pag sinabi kong triangle, ibig sabihin nun, bababa ang rating natin. So, ano ang rating ko for this book, Run for Your Life by Shinichilaaaabs? I'm gonna say polygon. Kasi it is a timeless story. So imagine niyo 2018 pa nung sinulat to or pinublish ng Psycom, which means mas matagal pa nung naisulat ni writer itong story na to. Pero yung mga problems and mga issues na nandito sa story na to, nangyayari pa rin ngayon. Sure, may mga konting changes na, pero it's still pinag-uusapan. Next is, ito talaga. Starting yung sa page 151, especially nung na-mention yung virtual checkup. I love that several ideas for a, dire situation such as a breakout, disease breakout, na-mention dito sa story na to, and other pandemic-related medical response. So, I don't know. It sounds very fishy. Which now comes to my question for the writer. Ulitin ko, this was published, this was written sometime before 2018. Tapos, may virtual checkup, may mention ng virtual checkup and other pandemic-related medical response. Shinichilaaaabs, meron ka bang tinatago? Meron ka bang tinatago sikreto? Huwag ka mag-alala, Shinichilaaaabs. Kung time traveler ka, secret lang natin to. Secret lang natin to. Okay. I suppose, isa to sa mga biggest, not really a problem, but a sort of concern when it comes to this. Kasi, nung inintroduce sa story yung academy, kung saan nag-aaral itong sila Sunny, the way that they presented this school is that sobrang ganda or alam niyo, parang best of the best lahat ng nag-aaral dito. Having said that, I was expecting big stakes or alam niyo, parang crucial stakes na pwedeng mangyari sa mga characters dito sa story na to. Wala! It's not high stakes. Let me give you an example. First time na nagkaroon ng parang trial yung main character natin dito sa story na to, si Sunny. Ang first trial niya ay Pogs. Pogs! Yun yung first trial niya. And everyone was amazed. I'm like, bro, nasa first word kayo, nasa best of the best academy kayo, nasa scientific evolution kayo ng education and technology, And ang trial nyo ay pogs. Like I said, satire itong libro na to. Okay? Yun na lang yung palagi kong iniisip is that satire itong story na to. So, the writer is not taking herself seriously. I'm not going to take this story seriously as well. Pero, alam nyo, nakakapanloko lang na pogs. Yung susunod na trial for the characters, or at least yung kay Sunny, was from page 65 to page 70, which is a trial of intelligence. At nasa harap sila ng, as usual, a student body and mga teachers. Pero, what happened was, it's not exactly a display of intelligence, rather, it's a display of explicit memory. Or yung memory retention. That's not intelligence, that's a skill. At saka, yun nga, yung mga sagot ng mga parte ng trial na yon, it's really not that impressive. Again, hindi high stakes ang mga trials and mga pangyayari dito sa loob ng academy na to for the students. So, wala siyang ganun. Paano ko ba i-explain yung high stakes? Basta, hindi siya super makakapagpakaba sa reader. Kasi, okay, naglaro ka ng pogs, okay, na-explain mo to kung ano man tong item na to, and that's it. And what's worse is that yung mga nakikinig, yung mga estudyante, and even some of the teachers, they were impressed. Enough para ilagay si Sunny sa 6 ata yun, or 9, so basta yun. Doon sa top 10. Basta, may ganun siya. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. I know and aware din naman yung character na they are not the brainiest dito sa school na to. And, I don't know, meron siyang mga ini-introduce na theory, especially for the face-off, na talagang, I would say it's very ridiculous. Pero, what's the best thing about this being a satire, and yun nga, metafiction, yung writer mismo, kino-call out niya yung sarili niya. So, nagsusulat siya ng mga dialogues, tapos mamaya-maya sasabihin niya na, ano ba yan? Bakit ba ako ganito mag-isip? In the form of Sunny's monologue. So, again, I find it cool whenever writers correct themselves. So, ewan ko, I have full-on respect para sa mga writers who think like that and write like that. Kasi diba, they are confident and they are cool enough to call themselves out minsan sa mga sinusulat nila. So, that's fun. It's kind of like fourth wall break. Fourth wall break nila tayo. So, I don't know, kapag may mga ganong klase ng monologue or dialogue yung mga characters dito, minsan natatawa talaga ako kasi parang ini-imagine ko si writer na sinusulat yun. Tapos parang, wala lang, ang cute lang. At first, for this story, I was thinking Divergent, Hunger Games, dahil nga dun sa mga ward, sa academy, what else? Yun nga, sa mga ganong issues and stuff about society or Willian society. Pero reading on, I've already settled on the idea of Gakuen Alice or Alice Academy. It's an anime. This one. And I can't help but notice yung, again, may similarities sila. Like, for example, yun nga, yung star system. Kasi sa Alice Academy, isa siyang exclusive school kung saan nandun lahat yung mga best of the best, mga genius, ika nga nila, na merong powers or yung Alice na tinatawag. Yung mga characters dito, they're also divided by star system or dito, for this one, yung mga wards. If you are the smartest or one of the best students, you are from the first ward. But, if you are say from the 3rd, 5th ward at wala kang Alice or alam mo yun, parang you are dubbed as like one of the worst students, you are going to be a no star. So for this one, ang comparison ko sa characters from Alice Academy and Run for Your Life is this. Si Mikan, siya si Sunny. Si Triangle, siya si Natsume. Si Luka and si Hotaru, sila si Trench. Si Ando, si Polygon, or si Gun. Tapos si Sumire, siya naman si Megan. Ayun, yun lang yung nakikita kong comparison sa Alice Academy and Run For Your Life. Okay, that's it. That's my overall take for Run For Your Life. I am going to read yung susunod na libro nito, yung part 2 niya. Kasi this one, once again, is still book 1. So, 2 libro sila. Hindi natin alam kung anong nasa book 2, or at least ako, hindi ko alam kung anong nasa book 2. So, I'm very excited to read that. Ito yung book 2 nung Run For Your Life. So, it's still Run For Your Life, pero nakalagay lang is book 2. So, babasahin natin to. Pero, before natin basahin to, gusto ko munang i-check out at basahin ito. Magic Shop by XX Lady Aries XX. So, ito muna. Okay?